Good morning. My project ServeSense addresses a high-value opportunity in restaurant front-of-house operations by transforming reactive staffing into active predictive efficiency coaching. Over the next few minutes, this analysis will cover the human factors shaping this AI concept, including how the system supports real-time service operations and key considerations in earning user trust, specifically user experience design, privacy, and AI ethics. The problem is simple. Restaurant managers are forced to make staffing and service decisions after a problem already occurs. They see the backlog, but fail to anticipate it. The gap is that current tools, like POS dashboards, are static and backward-looking. Integrated point-of-sale solutions lack the real-time spatial awareness necessary for predictive decisions. The solution is ServeSense, an AI-driven operational coaching system that supports proactive, data-informed decision-making. This shifts the manager's focus from reacting to past failures to optimizing immediate future performance. ServeSense continuously monitors front-of-house restaurant operations and translates real-world activity into actionable insights. The system tracks customer flow, seating time, and staff responsiveness using privacy-safe computer vision sensors. This spatial data is fused with POS, weather, and event data to create highly accurate short-term demand forecasts. The system then provides prescriptive, real-time coaching prompts to optimize staffing and flow. It supports human decision-making by enhancing situational awareness. So how does it work? ServeSense is made up of three components. The computer vision sensor tracks movement and seating patterns with no facial recognition and no personal identifiable information captured. All this data feeds instantly into the AI analytics engine, which detects bottlenecks and predicts demand. The user interface then delivers simple coaching alerts to a mobile dashboard on an app. The result allows managers to make faster, evidence-based decisions and improve efficiency and revenue. A core task that ServeSense assists with is balancing staffing levels during active service periods to ensure service quality and throughput. Typically, there may be an unexpected rush in customers. The manager would then check the point-of-sale order rate and the floor activity before deciding whether the current staffing is adequate and properly deployed. The manager would then act to reassign staff if needed, and continue to monitor table turnover and queue length. The manager can then make another decision to adjust the pace or service focus, for instance, focusing on takeout instead of dine-in. This workflow involves two high-stress decision points. Decision 1, determining staffing adequacy, and Decision 2, adjusting the service pace and focus. Both require synthesizing multiple noisy signals under pressure. ServeSense intervenes at every stage. The system works before Decision 1 by predicting the rush. The system works during Decisions 1 and 2 by recommending precise staffing actions with confidence scores. Finally, the system builds manager intuition over time through the feedback loop. The UX design ethos is to provide prescriptive, transparent, and controllable decision support, keeping the human manager in the loop. The user interacts with the system via a mobile dashboard centered on real-time coaching alerts. To build trust, every alert includes three parts: a concise why explanation of the projected profit loss the alert is designed to prevent, a confidence score tied directly to a projected profit and loss outcome, and the manager must tap accept or reject for each coaching alert, with rejection requiring the selection of a specific operational constraint to refine the model. For example, specifying staff availability or kitchen delay. The core privacy concern of ServeSense is the risk of tracking individuals and PII capture. To mitigate this risk, the system is designed to track anonymized motion, posture, and object data, no facial recognition. Raw data is processed into metrics and then deleted immediately. The system must comply with 7 core obligations of the GDPR because monitoring anonymous behavioral data still triggers GDPR CCPA due to the risk of individual identifiability and monitoring of work performance. 3 principles are critical for ServSense of the GDPR adherence. Transparency. There is public physical signage for customers, and for employees, written consent is required as part of their contracts. Purpose limitation, whereby data is used exclusively for operational optimization, and there's contractual prohibition on using any metric for punitive staff surveillance. And data minimization, where raw camera data is deleted immediately after the metric has been extracted. Regarding ethical AI, there are several potential sources of bias that must be tackled head-on. Measurement bias is mitigated by standardizing operational definitions. So by default, this system defaults to an industry top 30% benchmark. But in the setup, you could specify justification for lowering the standards. For instance, maybe you're focusing on a particular dining style, such as high margin, slow service concept. Another potential source of bias is learning bias, which occurs when manager feedback is incomplete, causing the model to learn an incorrect preference. To combat this, the system uses strategic recourse capture. The manager must input the hard constraint. For example, if the alert recommends staff call-in, the manager would specify that they're unable to because of staff availability, and then input their strategic response. For instance, prioritizing on takeout. This would teach the model the manager's best effort triage strategies over time. And finally, deployment bias is addressed by the contractual purpose limitation. Data can never be used for any disciplinary action. The design meets the 3 pillars of ethical AI. Fairness. The system targets aggregated operational throughput, and no individual staff metrics are ever collected or surfaced, preventing punitive surveillance. Accountability. A human-in-the-loop model is maintained. All actions require a manager sign-off, and full audit logs track the decision. And transparency. The logic is always exposed with every alert via the Y screen. ServSense is not an optimization tool. It's an ethical decision support system meant to inspire trust and revolutionize restaurant efficiency. Thank you.